There's only one game to go before we break for the World Cup in my FM23 Beta save with PSV, and it's win or bust. We go into our final group game in the Champions League with all 4 teams still having a chance of making it through to the knockout stages. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4 of my PSV save in the FM23 Beta, and a win or bust situation in the Champions League. We're going to go straight in and look at our group. As you can see, Atletico Madrid, who are our opponents in today's game, are top of the group with 8 points. Benfica second with 6 points, a goal difference of +1. We are in third, 6 points, a goal difference of -2. And Eintracht Frankfurt are bottom of the group, but still with 6 points. Any one of the 4 teams in our group can make it through to the knockout stages. But the situation for us is simple. Win, and we're through. Lose or draw, and we're out of the Champions League. There's a chance we could possibly make third place with a draw, but we will be out of the Champions League unless we win. If we go and look at the results, we drew with Atletico Madrid away with a Ruben Vezo equaliser in the 86th minute, 1-1. Benfica beat Frankfurt 4-1. We then drew 1-1 at home to Benfica. We took the lead 1-0. David Neres equalised late on with 10 minutes left for Benfica, 1-1. Madrid lost to Frankfurt 1-0 away. Then Benfica and Atletico Madrid drew 1-1 with the goals coming quite late. Benfica again snatching a draw really late on in the game. We lost 3-0 at Frankfurt. We were absolutely diabolically awful in that game. We were outplayed from first minute to last minute and didn't really ever look like getting into the game. Then Atletico Madrid beat Benfica 2-0. We picked up a 1-0 win over Frankfurt with an 89th minute Cody Gakpo winner. Again, we looked the second best team in that game though, but we still come out with all the points. Then another late goal for us in the 93rd minute got us a draw at Benfica and really keeps our hopes alive, because if we had lost that, we would have been on 5 points. Benfica would have been on 8. Atletico Madrid would have been on 8, and it would have been pretty much done and dusted for us. So that keeps us alive. Atletico Madrid picked up a 2-0 win over Eintracht Frankfurt, which means that we go into the final game where anything can happen. We played 10 games during the month of October, and the fixture congestion is taking its toll on our players. We have several players who are in need of a rest or have fitness issues, but seeing as it's the last game before the World Cup break, I'm throwing them in because it's an important game. It's win or bust. Teze, Fofana, Gakpo and De Jong all in need of a rest. Obispo has fitness issues and is recommended of 75 minutes of action at most. And Xavi Simons is also in need of a rest. He's actually on the bench today. I've brought Joey Veerman back into the side. Sangara's fitness is really low. And there are another couple, that Gus Till, Philip Max, who are not at optimum fitness. So it could be a struggle, especially playing a high-press game. But the team is Benitez, Teze, Vezo, Obispo, Max, Gutierrez, Till, Veerman, Fofana, Gakpo and De Jong. And we're hoping that that is the team that can see us get a victory here to put us through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. First highlight of this game, Gakpo with a corner. Swings it in. Head on it. Put it back. Oh. There was a head on it and it was played across the goal mouth, but nothing came of it. Atletico are going to look to mount an attack here. Felipe back to Gimenez. Plays the ball through to Carrasco. Carrasco goes along to Llorente. A defender or midfielder could have come out as an interception, but Atletico get the ball back. We'll tackle him then. Llorente's just burst through the defence there and put Atletico Madrid 1-0 up. Our defence just allowed him to walk through them, really. There was no defending there at all. We'll watch the replay. Look, Witzel's ball. Nice little pass. There was 1, 2, 3 defenders just all moved aside and allowed Llorente to smash one past the keeper. And we have it all to do because we have to score 2 goals now. The players are tired. We're 1-0 down. We're approaching the end of the first half. And our Champions League dream is fading away. I've changed to attacking for this second half in the hope that we can get back into this game. But it's Atletico that are going to get the first highlight here. Carrasco to Griezmann. And Griezmann plays it straight into the hands of our goalkeeper. Bit of a relief, isn't it? Max comes forward, passes it to De Jong. Gakpo, back to Max. Come on. Plays it through. De Jong is one-on-one with the keeper. And he plays it straight into the keeper's hands. I'm going to have to make some changes here. Let's see what happens in this highlight. And then I'm going to make some changes. Vezo, Datro Fofana has it intercepted. Teze back to Vezo. Goes all the way back to the keeper. And this could be a slow build if it's going to be one of our attacks. Max, Veerman, Gakpo. Can't seem... There's a sending off. That's what it was for, the sending off. Llorente, their goal scorer, is sent off for a second bookable offence. And let's make some changes now and see if we can get ourselves back into this game. We've gone for a triple substitution. Simmons, El Ghazi and Muene are on. We need a goal quickly. Veerman, Gutierrez, Xavi Simmons, through to El Ghazi. El Ghazi is one-on-one with a goalkeeper, but he can't get a shot away. And the flag went up anyway. Or is it a goal kick? It might be a goal kick. El Ghazi plays a ball through looking for Gakpo, but the defender deals with it. No, he doesn't. De Jong nicks it off of him and great save from Oblak. Great save. Denies us our equaliser. Ball's out. Can Max get it back in? No, he can't. The highlight's over. Gutierrez. El Ghazi tries to put the cross in. But it's away by Atletico and the clock is running down now. We have just over 7 minutes to find 2 goals or we're out of the Champions League. But could this be... That's a penalty. There's a challenge from behind on Cody Gakpo. El Ghazi's ball across. And could this be the lifeline that we're looking for? Penalty awarded. Everything crossed. Anwar El Ghazi against the keeper, who has already made a couple of decent saves today. And there's the goal. El Ghazi, 1-1. We are back in the game. We're going to move to very attacking. As soon as I get the chance, I'm going to move to very attacking. And we're going to throw it all forward and try and get a goal. But it was too little too late. We pick up a 1-1 draw with Atletico Madrid. But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Don't even need to look at the other result. A draw was never going to be enough, was it? Because the other two are going to pick up points. Or one of the other two are going to pick up points. And that would be enough to send us out. We put in a really good effort. We had the higher XG. We had 12 shots on target. But if you look at Madrid, their keeper only got a 7.6. Which is surprising, to be fair. I think that's the highest rating of anyone on the pitch. But he looked a lot better than that. We played the last 24 minutes against 10 men. And it took a penalty. Really, we should have won it. But we didn't. And I am disappointed. But we'll have a look and see if we managed to get third place and a place in the Europa League. We get the consolation prize of the Europa League knockout stages after missing out on a place in the Champions League knockout stage on goal difference. Benfica and Eintracht Frankfurt played out a 2-2 draw. So we finished third in the group above Frankfurt. I don't know what the reason is we finished above Frankfurt, to be honest, because they won more games than us and they scored more goals than us. So I'm not quite sure how that works because our head-to-head was worse. But anyway, we'll take it. We finished third. Time for the draw for the Europa League knockout round. And if there's one positive to take from being knocked out of the Champions League, it's that we get to see a different draw graphic because it's the Europa League draw now. So it's different colours. Different symbol, etc, etc. Let's start the draw. So we have 16 teams in the hat. Barcelona, Freiburg, Trabzonspor, Real Hispalis, Ludogorets, Victoria, Juventus, Rangers, Chelsea, Rennes, Seville, Crvena Zvezda, however you pronounce that, PSV, Dynamo, Salzburg and Olympiacos. To be honest, any draw we get here is going to be tough. We advance, and Barcelona are the first team out of the hat, and they will take on Freiburg. Next up, Trabzonspor will take on Real Hispalis, which I'm not sure who they are. Is it Sociedad? Not sure, actually. Betis? Don't know. Not 100% sure. I haven't played in the Spanish leagues on FM for a long time. Match 3. Ludogorets will take on Victoria. Match 4. Juventus will take on Rangers. Match 5 sees Chelsea take on Rennes. Match 6. Seville versus the one that I can't pronounce. So there's only 4 teams left in the hat for 2 games. Salzburg, Olympiacos, Dynamo and us. We are drawn out as match 7 and we will take on Dynamo. And then match 8 is Salzburg against Olympiacos. And that concludes the draw. We take on Dynamo Zagreb from Croatia. A team that have players like Bruno Petkovic in their side. Dominik Livakovic is the goalkeeper. Very, very good goalkeeper as well. Lubicic. That's going to be no easy task, is it? Very, very good side by the looks of things. So that's going to be tough. Right, we've got the European stuff out of the way. Let's now go and have a look at how we've been getting on in the league, shall we? If you have a look here from the league table, you will see that we are 5 points behind Ajax at the top of the table. We beat Ajax on the opening day, but it's been a very up and down season so far for us, which means we are in second place. 5 points ahead of Canberra in second. We are 9 points ahead of fourth place, but we are 5 points behind Ajax. So we're going to have to start building a decent run of form when we come back from the World Cup break to hopefully try and challenge Ajax for the title. Our top goal scorers, Cody Gakpo and Luke de Jong, both with 10 goals. De Jong has the highest average rating of 7.16. Teze and Max are both got 6 assists. Obispo has the best pass completion of 92%. Most player in the match awards is De Jong and Gakpo, both with 4 at the minute. And disciplinary-wise, Teze and Max have both received 5 yellow cards. We'll look at the schedule or the fixture list and I'll show you how we've been getting on. We had a decent run there. A few victories in a row. I think it was 4. Yeah, look, we beat NEC, Fortuna, Feyenoord and Twente. Only conceded 2 goals in those 4 games. But then we went to Vitesse Arnhem and we lost 1-0 away in a game where really we should have won. Vitesse were down in the relegation zone, I think, when we played them. And we were the better side, but they picked up a goal and got the win. And that came just before the heavy defeat against Frankfurt in the Champions League. We bounced back with a couple of wins over Volendam and Groningen, lost to Sparta Rotterdam, we beat Emmen, and we've drawn against Canberra in our last game. The league season is back on the 7th of January when we play RKC. Can't pronounce, is it Walvik or Valvik or what? I don't know. Not sure how to pronounce that team, but anyway, we'll call them RKC. That is our next game back on the 7th of January. The players are away on the break for the World Cup, and I'm just going to skip through now. I'm going to go on holiday, and I'll be back in the next episode for a couple of league games. That's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. It was not the result that I wanted. I wanted a victory over Atletico to move through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. But we get the consolation of the Europa League knockout stages. And we're still doing quite well in the league. So hopefully there's still a little bit of success coming this season. Anyway, thank you again for watching. See you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.